So do you want me to? Want me to? So do you want me to? Want me to?
Hey guys, so today I'm really super excited for this video because I watched this video by Jubilee, the YouTube channel, and the name of the video says, do all plus size people think the same? So I wrote down the questions and I wanted to give you guys my opinion on the questions that they asked because I found the video very interesting. I will link it in the description box so that way you guys can watch that video for yourself if you want to see what other people have to say. But for me, I just want you guys to get to know my mindset on being plus size or just being a bigger woman in general or just being a person, because I hate that everything has to be labeled and so separated, but the world has been created that way. But hopefully I can build some confidence in you guys and I can get you a little bit more into my mindset of how I am or what I think as a plus size woman. So let's get into this. I do have them written down right here, so if you see me looking down at my phone, it's because that's where the questions are. My channel, guys, I try to keep it within like the plus size niche because we sometimes don't have anywhere to escape to, and it's hard. Although there are more like plus size influences out there, I feel like they all look the same, and to argue even with that being said, a lot of them look like me. Like there's not a lot of people who are not like a light-skinned black woman, you know, that's curvaceous. So I get it. Like I know some people feel like, what do you know? But you know, I do have feelings, I do have my own opinion, and I do hope that I can help a lot of people because I am a plus size woman, I am bigger, and I am treated differently because of that. And there is exceptions to the rules, obviously, that some people get accepted more than others, but I just wanted to let you guys in on my brain and how I think, because we're not all the same. Not all plus size people think the same, and there's always that same narrative about plus size women. So let's get into this video. If you really enjoyed this sort of content, you have to spam with likes and comments. You have to say more, you know, send me videos to react to if it has anything to do with plus size. Try to keep it positive if you can, but if not, if there's something you want me to react to. I'm not a reaction channel, but I will talk about plus size topics. So yeah, let's get into the questions. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so that we see future videos like this. One more thing, I do have another channel. It is called Leslie the Vlogs. It's a very new channel, so I do my every day-to-day life stuff on there. So if you want to get to know me on a deeper level and what I do for fun, you want to head to that channel, and I'll link that in the description box as well. All right, the first question is, am I offended by the word fat? This is such a weird thing that this word has changed so much in my mind from grade school to now. It's such a weird question because maybe like back in middle school, that word probably could have hurt my feelings. Like when I was younger, it very much affected me. Now it's kind of just an adjective. It's just another way of saying plus size. I mean, there's skinny, and then the opposite of skinny is fat. So for me, it's just a word. Obviously people will try to use that word to offend you, to make you feel bad about yourself, but I don't have a problem with being fat. So if someone's trying to be like, well, that's why you're fat, I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, you know, like that word, I correlate that, like that's like someone saying, oh, well, you have long hair. Okay, I have long hair. Like, okay, cool. Like that's literally like that word, that's what it does to me. It doesn't affect me in any way. However, I can understand why it would affect some people, because some people do try to use that word to hurt. I just mentally, like that word, I call myself fat because in the dictionary, it doesn't say a mean word to describe someone in a derogatory way. Like that's not what it is, because if my pockets were fat, that means I have money, right? So I personally don't get offended. If people are trying to hurt my feelings, like that's on you. That got nothing to do with me. Like you could say that to me and I'll be like, okay. So no, I don't get offended. So if you were at a family's house and I wasn't there and you were trying to describe me to someone, oh, you know the girl Leslie, she's fat, she's light-skinned black girl, I wouldn't be offended. It's just the word. Being plus size is a choice. Ooh. All right, this is where we get into the nitty-gritty. Yes and no. I'm very neutral on this. I don't agree or disagree because not everybody is the same person. So I'm gonna give you two separate scenarios. There's the scenario of like me, I've been working out since college and I should be way further ahead in my journey than I am. I don't eat a lot. Do I have a perfect diet? Not by any means do I have a perfect diet. However, I don't eat a lot. I'm not a big binger. I don't eat a lot of candy. If it's not in the house, I'm not thinking about it usually. I am sometimes a big snacker. Like I love popcorn, I love salty food, but it's rare that we even keep it in the house. And I tell my sister, like, let's keep the snacks out because if they're in, I'll eat them. So we don't even keep that sort of food in the house very often. So it's like, there's my situation where I went to the doctor and I find out like, oh, like you have hormonal issues. You have levels of testosterone is higher in your body than a normal woman, which creates other problems. And there's also, if there's a hormonal issue, sometimes it's harder for you to lose weight. Or there's some people who have thyroid issues. There's some people who really can't control their weight. And you're talking about someone like me that goes to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, that does the Stairmaster for 30 minutes, that does HIIT workouts, that does burpees and will really literally run. Like I'm not the fittest, like I can't do 10 pull-ups, but I could do 10 push-ups. You know, I can do certain things in the gym that normal people can't, and there's a lot of skinny people that work out with me who can't keep up with me. So I'm not going to beat myself up because I know that I go to the gym, I know who I am, I know my, like, what my schedule and my daily routine is. So you can't say that being plus size is my choice because I ate like everybody else in my family and I'm still the biggest person in my family. So I don't know, it's just like a huge dimension. Now there are people who literally eat because they're depressed, and at the moment that they go on a diet or the moment that they go work out, they automatically lose weight. And the only correlation between them being big and the only correlation between them being big and not being big is the fact that they don't work out. So there are people that just won't work out and won't try to go to the gym and won't try to change their lifestyle, and that's just completely different from my scenario. So I don't think that it's a choice, I think all the time, but I do think that it is sometimes is a choice to stay there because for me, I'm trying to figure out, because I want to be healthy, I want to have a healthy body. I went to the doctor to figure out how I can get some weight off so that way my life is longer. I want longevity in my life. So that was a long-winded answer to that. I know neither agree or disagree, but I will say that every scenario is different, and don't just assume that someone is plus size because they ate themselves there. It's not the case. Some people really have medical issues, and then sometimes it's just the body. Like people just have different bodies and you just get what you get genetically, okay? So there you go. I want to lose weight. Agree or disagree? I absolutely want to lose weight. I am 270 pounds. I'm probably 268 pounds. 268 pounds exactly. I've been 268 pounds for months. My weight hasn't fluctuated. Every time I've gotten the scale, I've been exactly 268 pounds, regardless of water weight. I don't know what it is. I haven't been able to lose weight. But the reason why I want to lose weight is not because I'm not okay with my body. I really want to be healthy. Like, it's really important to me, like, to break that generational curse of, you know, having a unhealthy lifestyle. Like, there's people in my family who have an unhealthy lifestyle, and I don't want to be like that. I want to be healthy. I want to show that you can have a healthy lifestyle. I want to show that you can be fit, and I'm not talking about skinny. I want to be fit. I want to be active, but I also want to lose weight because I want to hit goals in the gym, and it's hard when you're so heavy. Do you know how hard it is to do a pull-up at 268 pounds? And people are like, well, you get stronger. And you don't get that much stronger, guys. Sure, could I do a pull-up if I worked really hard at it? Yes. But if I never lose weight, as opposed to everybody else who loses weight and can do a pull-up at 190, do you know how much easier it would be to pull myself up at 190 pounds? But that has nothing to do with my body. It never had anything to do with my body. If the doctor came to me and said that, you know, it's okay, it's healthy, if that's the normal thing, you should be 268 pounds, then I would absolutely be happy staying here if that was okay and it was healthy. But it's just not. If I ever decide to have a child, I could get sick, and I'm afraid of that. Diabetes runs in my family, high blood pressure runs in my family. So for me, it's very difficult for me to say that I don't want to lose weight, because I just really love my life and I care about my body, I care about my health. Now, I'm not saying that everybody who is overweight is unhealthy. I'm just saying that longevity, my joints, my bones, my knees, it feels the weight, and I just really don't want to feel that anymore. I want to feel healthy. I want to feel like I work out. I want to feel like I am a fit person. And although I am, sometimes I'm not, because I'm just heavy. So yes, I do want to lose weight, but not for the reasons why people would think. It's not because I want to be skinny. It's just because I want to be fit, and it helps with fitness goals. I want to be able to jump around like a normal person and go hiking without all the extra weight. It would just make my life so much easier. So yes, but that doesn't mean that I don't love my body. Absolutely, I'm confident, I love myself, and it does not stop me from doing anything in the life that I want to do. So yeah, cool. Skinny people get more privileges. Agree or disagree? Skinny people absolutely do get more privileges in this world. Even the fact that I went to a Forever 21 today at the Woodbury Commons, they had a huge store right down the road, and they used to have a plus size section, a very nice size plus size section. They closed up Forever 21 down and opened one up in the Woodbury Commons, and then completely removed the plus size section. So not only are there not any plus size stores in the Commons, they don't carry big sizes in the Commons at any store. You can get shoes, you can get bags, but for me to get a pair of jeans, yeah, right. And I'm only a size 16. So imagine what other women are going through that might be a size 22, 24, or even bigger than that. The amount of work it takes just to be able to find a pair of jeans or a top at a bigger size. And it really irked me, because it's like, this is Forever 21, you're known for having plus size options, and then they have all over the store like, oh, bigger options available online. I'm not trying to order it. I want to try it on. I want to shop like a normal person, like how everybody else shops. And it really irked me. It really got under my skin, guys, because it just really irked me. Like, I should be able to go to the store and shop like everybody else, and I can't, unless I'm going to a plus size store, and there's not a lot of plus size retail stores. My favorite stores are only online. So it's just like, oh. And even when I was in the musical theater field, getting parts and roles really was very based upon my weight. It was like, you are talented, you're more talented than this person, you sing better than this person, you do the role better than this person, but you're fat, so you can't play the role. And luckily I was talented enough that we had a show called Les Mis when I was in college, and I played Fantine, and it was such a huge thing that, oh, I don't think she could play Fantine because she's fat. And it's just like, I can do the part, and I got the part because I was the only one who could really do the part. So it was just like such a struggle in college, and I thought that, and I even said like, oh, I can't do a musical theater career until I'm ready to play the mom role. But I look so young now that I still should be playing roles that are younger. I don't even look my age. So it's just like, how long am I gonna wait to be able to fulfill those dreams? Or not that I want to perform, I'm not saying that, but if I did, how long would I have to wait to be acceptable in my body? So that was stressful. It was a huge part of my life that I had to deal with. I remember losing so much weight during that time, or trying to lose weight for the show. I didn't really get too far, but my boobs went down a little bit. But I still got the part. Still got to, you know, follow my dream and do the role. But it just sucks that everything comes down to weight. I can dance just as good, sing just as good, and do everything just as good as anybody else, and because I'm bigger, I'm just not good enough. I can't be a love interest, I can't be certain parts, and then to be told you're too pretty to play a part, that's happened to me too. And it's just because my weight, you have to look grungy, you have to look ugly. It's just like, I can't deal with it. But yes, even getting on an airplane, They don't make big enough seats for certain people. It's just ridiculous how crazy this world is. I have to pay for another seat because your seat is not big enough to help me. I don't know. I'm not saying, I don't know if there is a way to create a plus size section, but maybe you should limit, hey, I'm a plus size person. This is how much I weigh. Maybe you should have a certain amount of seats for people who are bigger instead of forcing them to pay extra. Now, like I said, not everybody has control over their weight. So it's just like such a frustrating process. But I barely fit the seatbelt and I'm a size 16. I'm in between regular and plus size. Hear me. I mostly fit plus size because my chest and stuff is like ridiculous, but I just don't meet. Like I still can buy an extra large in H&M. Like I'm still there and I could barely fit the seatbelt. I'm just putting that out there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a little cute insight in my mind. So I just hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to comment below your thoughts on anything that I said. And the last one is I love my body. Agree or disagree? I absolutely love everything about myself. There's always room for improvement, but you have to want to improve. You have to love yourself to want to improve. So I try to explain to people, like, you have to find all the good in yourself. And then if you want to make little changes here and there, you have to care about yourself enough to do those changes. So it's not about whether you like it or not. You find the things that you love, and then if there's something you want to improve upon, you work through that. But I love every single inch of me. I love every follicle, even my arms. Even though I botched my arms and they're burned, I still love myself because I'm a blessed person. I am a blessing. I've been put on this earth by God because in a moment there was a million sperm. It was a million sperm, and I'm the one that reached my mom's egg. Like, I'm special, you know? So you're special. You made it. You're the best one in the pack. So just understand that you are who you are, where you're meant to be right now, and if there's any improvements, you just need to take baby steps to make those improvements. But love yourself. Be happy with all the stuff. If you have every limb, every eye, all your hearing, all your speaking, you're healthy right now. Let's not take advantage of that. Treat your body as a temple. Make it better. Make the longevity of your body even longer by working out consistent and eating healthy and doing those correct steps. All right, guys, that was the last question. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
So do you want me to?